Hey guys, so much has happened last week. Like, I started streaming, and now we do like this survey thing, so that every single student on Discord or wherever can vote on which stuff I should model on the stream, and then we're gonna upload that right here. Actually, I'm gonna do that live, and I'm gonna have a chat to every single person that's watching me. So last time there's like 15 people from Discord, and it just keeps growing and growing every time I'm live. So I'm gonna start streaming every Saturday. And on top of that, one more accomplishment that happened is, wait, this is the curriculum, by the way. This is where I upload the videos and edit it. And as you can see, everything is already right here. All I have to do is upload the video. So yeah, we are going to create a statue right now, just like I promised. It was somewhere here in the reference, I believe this one. We're not gonna particularly make something that exactly look like this, but I'm gonna try and show you like a little shortcut as to how to make something similar, but maybe not like this. Maybe like statues and like put them in a little pillars and stuff like that. But it's gonna be easy because I'm gonna teach you the shortcut. Okay, so we are doing the statue shortcut. Okay, first thing that you gotta do is go to Turbo Squid, and we are going to look for a statue thingy. So I'm gonna put here statues. Let's see, so I'm looking for an OBJ or an FBX, and I'm going to kind of like decimate it in Zbrush. Remember this site right here, Turbo Squid, because everything is gonna be in here. Like from free stuff to, I don't know, just weird statue things that you actually like will have a fun time editing and stuff like that. And this is really helpful if you're just looking for really fast statues to edit and stuff like that. Don't worry though, it's probably gonna take us just 10 minutes to do. But make sure that you are on the free here and target the format OBJ. So I'm just gonna, choose whichever statues I want. I recommend to choose whichever statues that you want and just make sure it's an OBJ so it's a lot easier for you. But let's see, it's a good one. It's either ZBrush or OBJ. It's really going to help you guys. So this one, well, it's too simple for me. I don't think I like it. Yeah. Nope. I need something that's really cool looking, maybe like this one. I wonder if it's gonna look good, but yeah, I'm gonna start downloading this now. Oh, by the way, make sure you guys have an account here. So I'm gonna cut the video here, put my email and password, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so right after you sign in here in the site right here, when you click download on a certain file, you are gonna get transferred right here. And what you can do is just click this and hit download, and it should automatically download and go to your designated folder. So as you can see, we have something that kind of like look like this, and I believe it's on my download folder, which is this one. So yeah, excuse my weird download stuff. I'm using this for stream, like memes, just don't worry about it. But so yeah, so I'm just gonna try to open this, and I'm gonna, let's see. I can either just extract it, but I'm retarded, so let's see. Angel, this one. Let's see if I can extract it here. There should be a folder. Let's see. So that's what I need. This is what I need, my OBJ. And I like to take things on my desktop so I can easily access them. So close this, and now we're gonna transfer to ZBrush. So if you remember last video, we stop here, around here. So I'm gonna duplicate this, just like I've said before, and then import. Because when you import, you are overriding the subtool that is currently active. So I'm gonna go to my desktop, click this one. Would you like to remove all unused vertices? I always click yes, but sometimes it's messing up the model itself, so you can either hit yes or no. And sometimes I just experiment on them really. But I'm gonna hit no right now. So as you can see, it's so freaking big. So it's like decimated, is it? Yeah. It's decimated, but it's too... It's not that detailed, but as you can see, when we decimate things here in ZBrush, we only need the low poly version. We don't really need it to be kind of, too much in detail. But I'm gonna go here on my deformation and kind of take this down. I need to match the size of what I currently have. I'm just gonna press F to focus. like these models that we currently have. I'm trying to match the sizes of them. So maybe as big as a tree or so, and that's gonna be good for me. So something like that. Alright, so I'm gonna go back here, and I'm gonna take this all the way here. Oh, I'm using 4R8, so I'm pretty sure you guys know how to use the move transform on 4R7, right? Just go to move, press Alt, left mouse click drag, and then just drag it in the middle circle. Like you have when you left mouse click drag while pressing Alt, it should kind of like look like this. And just drag it by this one, okay? I'm just basically going to attach this here and in here and just in here. Now if you can't rotate this in ZBrush, just don't worry about it. You can rotate things on Maya. Right now what you really want to do is, you know, kind of like just decimate this, but I like to just rotate this in here because I like a whole view of my whole models. Now in 4 or 8 I can just rotate it just like that, but if you are on 4 or 7, I think you can rotate it using the rotate tool right here, or you can rotate it easily right here. Let's see. So that's C, I'm gonna enable X, rotate it, not there. Y, there we go. And you can just, actually just go here, press this one, and just put 90. See, now it's rotated. And I'm gonna put this thing just maybe right here. And I'm gonna get there. Okay, maybe drag it down up a bit. Okay, so now we have something like this. So what I'm going to do next, I can't speak English, jeez. What I'm going to do next is go to my Z plugin, go to Decimation Master, pre-process this, and you know, decimate it. Now, I don't know how to explain this, but some people would think that this is stealing. It's like you're getting somebody else's model and you're decimating it. It's not actually your model, but the thing is, you're not like actually stealing the model, because by the time, I mean, it's just me, but like by the time you're actually done decimating this model, it's really not going to look like the actual model that you got it from. And it's too low. And if you really feel bad about this, you can always edit the model and change it a bit so you don't feel bad about things. But for me, as long as it doesn't look like the actual model where it came from, like too much. Like what I mean by that is if you have something like a AAA here, like a really high detailed model, versus you took it on ZBrush and kind of like decimate it and it's not as detailed as the first one anymore, like who's gonna know that you actually took that model but you? By the way, so how some artists work actually is like this. They take model from some source or something right here. Maybe they take a multiple of them, like different models, and they kit bash it into something right here and they make something of their own. Like nothing is original in terms of like art. Everything is learned for some people, techniques here and there, and just you're combining it into your own. Like nothing is ever original. So I don't know if that's gonna make any sense or if it's making any sense right now, but it's okay to kit bash things and take little things from somewhere and put it together and make your own thing. You can either like use your, what is it, your curve to brush and add like a tail or something and edit it your own and decimate it. Like have fun doing your things, but at the same time I advise you guys to not make it harder than it is. If it's really easy, just do it like this. You don't need to actually start from scratch and just do everything from one thing. So I guess I'm gonna go get another one. So I'm gonna go back here. I'm just gonna put here statues. And what's a good one? So just like I said here, you can up the price into 0 and just hit apply. Yeah. And I'm looking for something complicated, or at least you can even find free models in ZBrush. I think it's somewhere in here. You have projects here. See? You can decimate this if you want. Change the way it looks, like do whatever you want. But I'm looking for, let's see. How big is this? I'm gonna go check this out. Oh, it's just a face. You need like a whole body so it matches the other model. Anything? Hey! This one looks good. Dang. See? I think this one is a 3D scan. So I'm just gonna download this. Alright, so as you can see, it's now done compressing and we are currently downloading it. I realized my internet is really slow. I don't know why internet is slow here on Cali. I guess it's something about net neutrality now. That's why it's so slow. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to my reference here and I'm just gonna drag this, take this here, open my reference maybe, and drag it on my desktop. Let's see if it goes here. So we have something like this. Alright, so what I've done next, since we can't import STL materials into Zbrush, is I just import it here in Maya, took my STL file and I just import. And as you can see, now it looks something like this. It's black, I think, because my material in Maya is, I think, black. So just like, as you can see, this one, it's black, so I can just delete that. Actually, it's not, it doesn't even really matter, because on Zbrush, if I import this, it's just gonna be your normal material, but I don't know why I do what I do sometimes. But what I'm going to do, oh yeah, I know why I do what I do, so you can see the details at least. Wow, excuses, haha. So, okay, let's do this thing. We are going to export this as your OBJ and just take it to ZBrush. So I'm just gonna put 1 because I'm gonna delete this afterwards. I don't actually need it. Alright, so this thing is just moving right now. Let's see. I'm gonna import 1 here and it should appear. Else I'm gonna run to the neighbors and steal their cat. I'm just kidding. I love fluffy things, but I'm not gonna steal the neighbor's cat, considering they don't have one. I'm so weird. Ah, jeez, it's so big. Let's go, you know what? Let's go decimate this real quick so it's not super laggy here on ZBrush. As you can see, it's like 1.7 million. So when we pre-process this, it's gonna take a while. Alright, now it's done pre-processing. Let's go decimate this thing. So all the way down, remember, because you're in 1 million, so if you decimate this, it's gonna go 80,000, as you can see, and it should now flow and pan really smooth. And now that it is, what we are going to do is go to deformation and resize this thing. It's really big, it's probably on meters. Okay, so just like I did the last time, I'm gonna adjust the way it rotates. Remember that you can rotate things here however you want. Just, you know, just rotate it until you're content with the way it looks. I usually rotate around in the middle here. This one, if you're using 4R7, I'm gonna rotate right here and kind of like pan around like this and rotate it again until I kind of like what it looks like. Put it here with my angel, press F. So the good thing to do, since we're not really using the bottom of the statues, you can just delete the lower part right here, just like we did on our other model on the beginner's course. But I usually just select that, invert. Hopefully you know how to invert by now. Control Shift, left mouse click, drag. And I'm gonna go to my geometry, modify topology, and just delete this lower part. We don't need that. So what I'm going to do next is basically just keep decimating it. So pre-process, and everything is running really smoothly now because it's really low. It's not 1 million anymore, but I'll level it here, take it here. Maybe we're in 3000 right now. I don't need it that high. Let's see if we can lower it down all the way. Something like this. 900. Lower it down more. Maybe I'll just stick to this. I think this is fine by me. Something like this. So yeah, just well, maybe rotate it a bit so it's kind of like equal like that. And just like I told you guys before, if it makes you feel bad, edit the model. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now, not that I feel bad. I don't feel bad about anything. Ha 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 ha. Shut up. Okay, so press double F to center, B, C, and then, let's see, curve tube. I'm gonna edit this into something like a stroke, modifiers. Is it a modifiers? Curve function? Yeah, this one. So I'm gonna take this up and take this down so that our brush is big here and then it gets smaller as we kind of like end it. Also, I'm gonna enable size so this thing is active and we can use that. And let's see how that works. Maybe I want to add spikes right here. Hey, looks good. B, C. Wait, I'm into the move brush right now. I think it's B, M. Yeah, BMV. I don't know why I said C. Something like this. I know what I'm doing, but it's gonna look good later. Haha. Let's see. I'm gonna separate this and split this. You know why? Because I am going to... Where am I going? I'm going to duplicate this and mirror it on Zbrush. So go to deformation. So anyway, mirror this. Make sure only the Z is active. And as you can see right now, it's not mirroring on the other side because when you press X, as you can see, this is not the center of your world. And that's why it looks like that. So I'm just going to drag this. Who cares? I'm just going to drag it like that. Something like this. I'm going to merge it. Merge. Like that. Duplicate it again. And this time I'm going to go to my deformation and kind of like... Let's see if I can adjust this size. Well, girl, you can. Take it up like this. Edit it the way you want. Like, tons of artists from way back then has been doing the same thing over and over. It's called kit bashing. It's like maybe, hey, Superman is cool, Batman is cool, but then it'll be so much cooler if we have a superhero that's kind of like combined. So what they do? They make a superhero based on Superman or Batman. And that's called kit bashing. I mean, ideas, you can't, like, feel bad about stealing ideas. Especially if the idea is already out there. But if it's not already out there, then you're just being an asshole, you know? Because, like, you're stealing someone's idea, probably, to, like, get there first. But if it's already out there, I mean, who cares? It's already out there. And you can't go to jail for stealing ideas. It's like, hey, this guy stole from me. And the cop's like, what did he steal from you? He stole my idea. Like, how do you expect to go to jail with that kind of, like, you know? Ay, ay, ay. This is some weird looking. Let's see. Merge this. You know what? I'm gonna go back to my curve tube. Put last ones in. Something like this. And maybe something like this. And I can just edit them a bit to make them kind of like curvy and different. Separate this, curve it. I want it to come out of the chair. And this one, I can just mask, you know, and move. Make sure to move in the middle of your translation if you're using 4 or 7. Something like this. You know what? Let's go decimate now. Reprocess current. Decimate. And just keep decimating. Alright, so this is good enough for me. It's your choice if you want to stitch these things together. Just go Dynamesh it. But you're gonna lose some details, like in here, around here, because, you know, when you're decimating, you're basically turning your models into tris. But when you're Dynameshing, it's gonna be quads. So instead of keeping details like this, it's probably gonna be flat. But depends on you and which one you want to do. Okay, so I'm gonna clean this up in Maya. Just like I've said before, some models need cleaning up. Just like when people scan 3D models in like real life, they transfer it on Zbrush and fix this, and also probably third-party software and fix all this stuff, because this is a waste. That's a waste of geometry. So let's see if I can fix that in Zbrush though. I'm just gonna pre-process first again, and maybe take this here, same thing. So barely take any. Take here. Let's see. Yeah, so it's not gonna fix that. You can just delete that and take it to Maya or something like that. Alright, so I think we're done with our statues. So the next thing that we're going to do on the next video is we are going to clean up some mesh. Basically, what's my plan? Alright, so statue shortcut and finalizing models. So in the next video, we are going to finalize our models. Maybe put all the pivot position down, fix the meshes if it has a crap geometry, you know, and get it ready for like applying textures basically, because on this video it's gonna be the same texture video that I'm going to upload. It's the same one as the beginner's course. It's in here because some people it's probably just enrolled particularly just on this course, and they need to watch that or they have no clue how the hell we made the texture. So yeah, so join us on Discord. We are going to stream every Saturday. The time will depending on these people's availability or whenever they request a time. And I'll see you on the next video.